out of ideas. I'm out of things to talk about. It's probably because all I've been doing is thinking and then tweeting and then checking the tweets like they're like a pie in the oven, making sure they're getting likes until they're hot and delicious. Now shit, I want pie. Anyway, the self-isolation thing is starting to get to me. I'm assuming it's getting to you too, or it already has, and I'm talking to somebody who just ate one of their fish just to like see what would happen. Seriously, don't do that. It's not good for you or the fish. That's a two-species nainer right there. And if you or anyone you know are actively contemplating which pet to eat, maybe it's time for a break. Like, let's take a minute. Take an active break. It's fucking quiet. Maybe a little music? Yeah, let's take a musical break. Oh, I just wanted to do that. You know, like if I had my own talk show, it'd be like an interruption and you'd get the like, we'll be right back message. Come sliding in with some island samba or bossa nova, like a hold music. That's how you know you're dealing with a professional. Fuck your Benz or whatever status car you're drifting. You want to impress me? Get some hold music. Because who doesn't love a musical break? And an impromptu one is the best. Because like, surprise, you have to stop working and jazz out with us. I mean, if you're a surgeon, I bet that's not an ideal thing to have sprung on you. Okay, so if you're a healthcare professional, just keep doing your thing, but enjoy a little music while you do. Also, thank you for everything you're doing during this timeline. For our musical break today, we're going to go after a song that keeps popping into my mind every time I go on Facebook and see people posting pics of their pets. Don't eat your pets! And inspiring Instagrams of cool shit you see outside on your walks. Back in the day, George Douglas and Stanley Clayton wrote a little number for Louis Armstrong called What a Wonderful World. He recorded it in 1967. You saw it in Good Morning Vietnam, and the rest was history. Or was it? Turns out, first off, it was actually written by Bob Thiele, former head of Impulse Records, and the guy who wrote the English version of Solomon Linda's Mbube called The Lion Sleeps Tonight, George David Weiss. But they went by the pseudonym George Douglas and Stanley Clayton, named after Bob's four uncles, George, Doug, Stan, and Clayton, cause legal reasons? Drugs? Booze? C, all of the above. And they originally offered it to Tony Bennett first. And he was like, no, I'm flattered, though, that you think Tony can make it happen. But I'm spent, because I just released an album called Tony Makes It Happen, so it kind of already did. So Bob Thiele brought it to Louis Armstrong's manager, Joe, and then to Louis Armstrong, and he recorded it in 1967, despite the fact that the president of ABC, Larry Newton, was pissed that Louis Armstrong was doing a slow song and not something swingy, dancey that the kids can swing and dance to. And he tried to shut down the recording and was locked outside of the studio. And then because they lost time, trains were starting to interrupt the sessions and they had to start over twice, keeping the orchestra way longer than they thought. So Louis Armstrong accepted scale so the money could be spread around because he's that guy. Anyway, you know the song and it's been in my mind. So let's just put the day on hold and listen up. For your music break this week, my friend and yours will be joining us, trumpeter of the world, star of the TomCat Trumpet experience, from high up in his perch, safe from danger, but always here with us, Mr. TomCat Trumpet. So that's kind of my dream, right? Except in my dream, it would be an interruption, like you didn't know it was coming.
Hey Chad, thanks for having me on, buddy. Just wanted to say, I know we're living in crazy times, but hope is all around us. Artists and musicians are sharing their work to bring people together. Doctors and nurses are working around the clock to help everybody out. People in all different kinds of communities are coming together to see what we can do to help each other out. And we are indeed reminded that this is a wonderful world. happy, hopeful, and healthy. I love you.